Hello and good evening, everyone. I do hope you can hear me. I do hope you can see me. I do also hope you can see that wonderful Frontier stuff in front of us. Look at that. They're alive. Oh my god. Don't just shout at me, okay? So here we go. First things first. We're gonna do this. Let's have a look if you guys can hear me. Please give me a sign in the chat if you do hear me. And if also sound levels are good and so on. Please do let me know, because as I just figured about half an hour ago that I, wanting the Will Be Erection stream, if you want to stream with no commentary. Yeah, exactly. Check and check. Awesome. Okay, so first things first. It's been about 30 minutes that I figured I have a new computer. I've got literally, it's over here. It's a brand new computer. I will actually quickly show you. And I just figured also, 3 minutes in, we can do something like this. Okay, we're gonna do something like that, and I'm gonna zoom myself in a little. So it's a big Rudi. Hello, big Rudi. Hope you guys are all good. Sign language, please. What? Pre-recorded. Oh, by the way, recording software. That is a good point. I should set that up so I can record the whole stream, and also see that I have enough hard drive space. Do I have? I don't know. Okay, anyways, we're gonna do this, and it's the right screen, correct. Record the sound, but this time around, yeah, it doesn't matter. I can put this on mute anyway, so that this has not my sound. That's fine. Okay, it's all set up over here. Awesome. 2.5 minutes still. Rudi, I have a zoo idea. British Zoo, basically. Oh my god, I just am still working on Venlo Zoo. Okay, so I hope that some of the commands and so on will work, but I don't know, because as I said, I just literally figured that I have no streaming software installed, and I just did that on the fly. But anyways, just for the showcase reasons, there is my new computer. Can I put my hand here so you can see that a bit better? I don't know. There's like, I can't focus it because of the software. But hey, anyways, here we are. Let's see if that's still, wait, just turn around a little bit so you can better see my lovely head. There you go. How y'all doing? So, hey from Florida, hey from Tennessee, hello from the Netherlands, hello from North Carolina. Oh my god, a little bit louder. What should I be louder? What should be louder? I can definitely do this. What do you need to be louder? What do you need to be louder? Do you need me to be louder? Do you need what else? Like, let me know. Get him 100 likes. And I'll walk 100 likes. Ireland, stream, sick. What do you need louder? Do you need me louder? Do you need the system louder? Please let me know. I can't figure out what you want if you don't tell me. Zoomed. I'm just gonna figure out. Let me just quickly check if that kind of works. What was that again? Red. I have no idea if that works. Like, okay, it does work. Look, even the lights are working. What the heck? Oh my god. But we will have no alerts. I'm sorry for that. Well, actually, you know what? We've got 1 minute of time. Can I have a new window and put that here and then say Streamlabs? Maybe I can do this in the until they start really talking about anything. Login. Let's see if I can do this. Go in with Twitch. Yeah, blah 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 blah. Authorize. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. Also, did I switch over to the other scene? I can go back to scene 1. There you go. It's just a tiny Rudi now for you. Hi chat from the Netherlands. Hey, hey, hey. Also, I'm streaming on YouTube and on Twitch. So in case you're wondering, the commands though for the colors only work on Twitch. So that's what we need to figure out. I will figure out how that goes in the future. But as of now, I don't. Okay, so let's have a look what we can do in 14 seconds. Well, actually, they will first of all get talking about whatever. I will mute the music now and unmute the stream, so we do have wonderful sound from the stream. I'm gonna make it a little bit lower at the beginning, and once they talk, but I am talking over it. It's a reaction stream, okay? So if you don't want me talking, you better not watch it here, okay? Just so you know it. And I'm gonna make this even lower, just so you see. And I wanna, oh my god, I wanna see if I can have, let's see if I can have a widget All widgets. I need a dashboard. Where is the? I need an alert.
It's a big
Alert box. There you
a
go.
lot of information.
Skippity skip.
Very well today. Our Planet family
Can
doing
I?
well, Zoo and Coaster. We're eating
Okay,
very
so
well
that
today.
is that one. Gonna go for YouTube.
Well, there's some news for you
Subs.
too. But before we actually
This is good one. So this is that the one I need? I have no idea what I'm doing. Okay, I'm gonna copy this one, copy it, and put that in. And I'm not sure if that works, but
but yes, hang on in there.
Yes, Zoocraft, hello.
let's have a look. So I'm just gonna put that in. Put that in, say okay. So that should be an alert box in the center now. I have no idea if that's gonna work, but you know, we've got an alert for YouTube now in. So if someone is gonna be subscribing, that might actually work. Thank you, Sam Picano, by the way. Also, hi everyone, okay? If I didn't say a skibbity, Daniel.
So should we go through and say what's coming up?
Oh,
Yes.
wait, we need to hear what's coming up.
All right, so I start?
Yeah,
I'll
go
start.
for
All
it.
right, so after this, we have another world premiere of a deep dive number 3 for Planet Coaster 2. Where we'll be looking at some of the management aspects. And people ask us what's changed in Planet Coaster 2. Well, this will cover off pretty much all of your questions. And then following that, we have a very special guest, the wonderful senior executive producer, Adam Woods, will be joining me on the sofa to play through the same level from the deep dive, just to show you that it's a real level that exists in the game.
That is exciting.
And then give you maybe answer some more
Live
questions that I might
play.
have and show you some of the rides that are in the game. It's really, really cool. And it's a really cool level as well to show you. So that's fun. And then after that, you're going to be talking to our Zoo family, right?
We are.
Whoa,
We've
so
got lots to share,
first coaster,
and
then Zoo.
Yeah, it's going to be
So
very
good.
big. Lots of updates, lots of information to talk about.
Yeah, I saw some fingers crossed in the chat.
Yes.
So you never know, maybe it'll pay off. Let's see. And then after that, I'll be joined by the wonderful Zacharama. It's not his real name, his name's Zach, but I like to call him Zacharama. I make loads of names up for people. But he'll be joining us to talk about Elite Dangerous, the Mandalay. We've got some treats for you there, and obviously Power Play 2.0. We've got some information. It's a big one. It's a very
big one.
show, but that's not all. We've got some housekeeping stuff. Chantel, do you want to go through some of the bits?
I'm
that
just
we
going to
have
be
to do?
quiet here
So
to
we
try
have
to
our
make the
Twitch drops
alerts.
for our Elite Dangerous commanders, so you can earn the Stinger White. For
That's nice.
the
There you
Crate
go,
Mark II
Firewall.
and
Thank you for the
the
sub.
Anaconda as
Even though I have
well.
no idea what that
All you have
was.
to
I'm
do
going to
is
put
just stick around
Twitch
for
on the
20
left and
minutes.
YouTube on the right,
That
so
is a
I
nice
do know
paint. I haven't seen
where's
this painted
what.
actually. It's the
So
first time I've seen
YouTube
it. It's
will
a
be on
really
the
nice
right
paint
now,
job on 2 average ships.
and Twitch is on the left.
Joking, I'm
Okay,
joking,
so
no
it seems
worry.
like they do work. I'm very
Yeah,
happy.
just 20 minutes.
Gonna
and then-
unmute. I'll actually make them a bit lower. All right, so this is interesting, guys. I'm very, very excited to hear that we will have a world premiere and we will play on the sofa
Already
again.
using them.
Oh, look at that. We've got
So
emotes.
we have
Also, I'm very
both
sorry, but the
our lovely
Twitch, like you can
camping
see,
art.
it's already
We've
put to
got
HD,
the coaster who is
but
laughing,
it's still
and
not having the
also
bestest of
have
quality.
the
It's
Gyro
like, you know, it's better now, but
like
okay.
one as well.
Lower the
Everyone
alert
in chat
sound.
with them.
Yes.
And the other ones are
I will. They don't really. Oh my god.
They need
Oh
to
my
get
god.
approved by
Big
Twitch.
stream.
They
Just
do.
subscribe.
Maybe-
Wait, how?
Maybe Gulpy's giving Twitch a bit of hassle.
Why is that
They'll be
both?
approved by the next show chat, and then you'll be able to use them.
This
That's
is
great.
weird. Why is that like?
We go crazy.
Wow, okay. You found them, chat. Well done.
Oh my god. Okay, thank you for the super chat. I will actually then disable the one. Why is Twitch the same as YouTube? Anyways, both seem to be the same. Thank you for the super chat. £1 Thank you so much. And 1.99 Scott Bishop. Not sure why this is only the YouTube alert, and really I have no idea why, but you know,
It's huge.
I think it is the way it is. Let's see, can I make the sound lower? Because there's no sound in here.
Deep dive number 3.
Anyways, let's have a look, guys. We have to watch.
My name is Robert James, and I'm a UI designer on Planet Coaster 2.
And I'm Xander Payne, and
We're
I'm a
talking
senior
about
games
UI?
designer on Planet Coaster 2.
We're really excited to be talking about Planet Coaster 2 today. In this deep dive, we're going to talk about all the management features that we
Management,
have to offer.
okay.
So, let's get straight into our Swimpressive update.
Okay, I'm very excited, guys. Very, very excited. Deep dive mastering management. Okay, we gotta see what is new in
So
there.
here we are in one of
Oh
our
boy.
career levels. Summit
Oh
to
boy.
Awesome.
Wait, the
So,
station is
really,
shorter.
really
The station is
interesting
shorter,
level,
guys.
actually. I love
Station is
what
shorter. I see
our
that.
team for
Thank you
these
also for the
scenarios.
donations,
Really
Scott.
enjoyed.
They've made it just so beautiful having things like I love that we've got like the park set up into 2 sides, and then with the monorail going between the
Thank
two.
you for that.
So,
Hooves up,
yeah,
welcome
really-
on.
Really interesting.
Okay, this is a
But
follow
it's worth
then.
noting
I
that we
see,
are
I see.
on
Thank you so much,
on a
guys.
development build, so not
My god,
everything
what's
you see
going
here is
on? Thank
final.
you again for the
So
super
straight
chat.
into
Not sure if it's
all these
again or
management
if the
features. So first
alerts
we're
are
gonna
just
take a look at the
playing
map.
weird. Okay, but I
So,
gotta watch. I
in
gotta watch.
previous deep dives, we've shown off things about the browser, but it's good to kind of have a look and see what things maybe didn't exactly
I'm so
get
curious to
explained
see
or
what's
touched
going on.
So first off, all the blueprints are here by default, and then you can also look at the tools on the right. These tools are present in each one of the tabs inside of the browser, and this allows you basically to switch between building new or building from these blueprints, and that's the same across these. Inside of the career levels as well, you will have some research.
So the monorail is
all these
pretty
blueprints will
cool.
be
First
available
good
to
look
you
at this
straight off the
one.
bat, but as you progress through the career, you're going to be able to unlock more of these blueprints, but you can always build new. So there's always an option for you.
Gosh, this is so good, guys. Look at that.
And in the scenery as well.
Lots of blueprints in the
Lots and
scenery.
lots of
The art team have outdone themselves, bringing so many items to our blueprints to the game.
As well, one of the things that you'll be happy to know.
I love
about
the
is
fact that
we
there was
can
like
actually
Phil Eyes
increase the browser size.
showcasing on Steam that he's online now.
As you say, with
That
some
wasn't
of the
me.
scenery
That was
passes,
in the
you're
stream.
able to see more and more of them. If we look up in this top left-hand side, you've got a few extra tools. They'll be really integral to your management. So one is
Okay, so far
notifications.
nothing major. I mean, I can see a couple of things there with the coaster, but nothing crazy.
Usually the ones that will appear in here
Oh my
will
god,
be
thank you,
kind of minor
Luca.
ones, but
Thanks for the
as
baby
things
news.
start to
Also,
progress
thank you
and
for becoming a
more
member,
important things start
Firewolf.
to appear, you will see new variations of this notification button appear down here, so that you can always have a straight look at the really important things going on in your park. For example, if a staff were to be fired or something like that, that's something you really need to know right off the bat.
Don't need to know that. What are they going to do?
One of the other tools we've got is park expansion.
Look, this is
Really,
so
really
good.
cool tool. So,
Park expansion is so good.
we haven't really got much additional land to build on in this
Although I was
level,
just
but in some
dying
of the
from the
other
sweets,
ones,
but that's-
you're able to expand out your level by
I wasn't
buying
chewing
different
correctly
sections of
enough.
land. And one
That
really
was my
cool
stupidity.
thing that we're doing is giving limitations on these bits of land as well. So, as you can see here, like this one, for obvious reasons, you can't put power pools.
I like that.
It's
I
very
really like
machinery,
that.
And there'll be loads of different variation throughout all the different career levels. So
It's
gives
so good that the
players a
game
real
finally has
challenge
these
on how they
limitations.
design
Like,
their parks.
really
The
think
next
that's
thing,
beautiful.
objectives. So obviously with any career campaign, you have your objectives. You've got your bronze, silver, gold, and platinum. And these will be unlocked as you progress through the
Also,
story.
guys, you need to
can
actually
also-
watch with
you can
me.
open this
Like,
on the
if you
side, or
spot
you can
anything
pin it on the
special,
top.
please
So
go
you
crazy in the
always have
chat.
that visible
For
if you
now,
like
I
things.
didn't really figure out anything.
And then last
Apart
but
from a
not
new
least is
pathway,
our
I
management
guess.
screens.
That reddish
So we've got a
path
few
looked
different areas.
new to
I
me,
won't
but
touch on
other
all
than
because
that,
we're going to look a bit deeper in some of the sections a bit later in this deep dive. But if we start off with, let's say, park options, so these are just the basic ticketing options.
I also like the fact that we have
sort of
different
thing.
entrance prices
Renaming
now,
it.
just as
But one thing
in
we've
pool
tried to keep
in zoo,
integral within
and
our management
different
screens is this
costs for the
idea
different
of sort of
elements. I
modular
really do like
sections
that, you know.
and having less information but showing more. So it's a lot more understandable for players, and if they want a sort of
Julie, that's a good
not
question.
necessarily diving
I didn't
really,
see,
really
like,
deep
I
what you
couldn't
could
even
with the
do
info
2
panels,
stations
it's
in the
just be
playtest,
surface
so...
level, interesting things that can make you do quick action.
Oh, sorry, for those
So
of you who
another one,
joined, this is
example,
for Planet Coaster
park
2
rating.
for the
A
moment.
lot more clear than the first
The
game.
zoo part will be
You're able to
afterwards.
see which ones do really well, and also we got this weighting system. So the one that's performing the worst is actually going to have the most effect on your park. So it's almost like an incentive to try and keep all 4 of them kind of equal as you
Frontier
progress,
is doing
so that the
balancing.
one that's doing the worst isn't going to really pull
I'm
down
very
the park
interested.
rating. Very quickly on guests, you've got some different thoughts, and then it also says your guest needs here. Obviously,
Gosh, I really like this new, like, the whole management. Like, as bad as the UI is for building so far,
Low is bad.
oh my god, the stations have entrances and
Xander's gonna
exits?
really
Didn't
dive
they
into this
always
deeper in a
have?
minute. So the next thing we'll look at quickly is the attraction and shops. So this is just basically a big list of everything that's in your park. You've got these drop.
I like the fact that you can actually access all the settings from over here, like quickly rename stuff, quickly open things and so on. That is so much better, like so much
You can see
better.
everything at a kind of global level within your park. And this is very similar then to the staff
I
as
mean,
well.
look at
You
that.
can see all of your staff, how they're paid, names, locations, all that sort of thing. Research is what I briefly mentioned when I was talking about the browser. So obviously you're able to unlock.
Oh, I haven't. You're right, Ali. I will. Remind me in the comments, please. But I will actually do this on the weekend. That's totally right. I should definitely release that one.
Spend them to unlock different blueprints.
Yes,
I really
something
like the
that's,
fact that you can
worth
unlock
pointing
now
out
in a
here
really
is
like a
that,
research tree.
over
Really
the
big fan
original
of that
Planet
one.
Coaster, we are now unlocking research across your whole campaign, so that you gain different nodes. throughout the
I do
campaign,
agree it is.
which you then
And
keep.
for the
I won't
overall
dive too
menu
much
over here, I
into this
don't
one because
mind.
we're
It's
gonna
just
talk
like for
about this
the,
a bit later, but
you know,
easier
building
finances.
elements.
Inside of the settings now, we have added this accessibility tool to be able to increase and decrease your UI scaling. So if I apply it here, notice how everything got larger.
Yeah,
which
Ali,
is great
it
for
just doesn't matter.
people on
Just
PC who
search
want
for
to be able to
a
play the way they
for a
wanna
video
play.
and then just comment that
You
again.
can
Dos
see this is
Santos,
increased
hello, how
across
you doing?
everything. So all the browser is bigger, all these buttons, all the info panels,
Ah,
everything.
good seeing that
Next, we're
Bazo.
gonna talk about heat maps, which I know
Bazo
you're really
emote there.
excited to talk about, Xander.
Yeah.
How you doing?
So the heat maps, they're a great sort of tool we've provided into this game that allows you to.
I need a
see
heat map
how
of a
everything is
transfer track.
working in your park. So on this first heat map, we are looking at guest moods, and we can see if guests are happy.
James,
or less
I have no
happy
further
based
notice
on the colours
which
that the guests show up within the mood.
which stuff
And
that is
scrolling
right
through
now
the
because you
different
can't
ones,
tell
you can
since
see that,
it's now
like,
exactly
you
the
can see
same
things
overview,
for their
and
needs.
if they
You can
play
see
with
where your guests are
like if they
thirsty
play
in your
with
park
keyboard and
where they are
mouse,
hungry
it looks
as well.
pretty
The
much
next one
the
we can see
same.
here is the guest
So
tolerances.
we can't really
So
tell.
in
And
the
they
original
said that
Planet
they have
Coaster,
already played on
guests
console.
would
I think
have
last
a
time it was.
tolerance
So
for their nausea and fear.
oh, you
Have
do.
now got a few
Football
more
Manager, can you
tolerances. The
please
guests
make
will assess
Dortmund
your
more
rides,
competitive?
based on both the ride height, the speed, as well as the fear and
Like, this is all nice and so, guys, don't get me wrong, but like it's very good, and I will make a deep dive on that and go into the overview. I like the heat maps, I like the new stuff, but I need to have the juicy bits, okay? I need to have the juicy bits.
So yeah, we've got staff morale. As we can see here, if we zoom in on this little mascot guy.
No, you
you've
didn't,
got the
brother.
staff
You
morale,
didn't.
you've
Not
got
yet.
staff pay,
Mr.
and
Scottish.
we have the staff
Ahem.
rights.
Golpy looks like he needs to needs to go on a break.
So yeah, it's not only guests that we've improved on, we've also improved on the staff as well.
So the next one we're looking at is power. So
Again, I
power
like
is
the
a
way
new
power is
feature
done.
that,
I like the way
is in Planet
water is
Coaster 2,
done. It's all good.
and this allows you to, well, power your rides.
Really.
It seems
I think the
like
biggest
logical.
thing out of this is really
So I
like
believe you've placed
the
down
different
a
limitations
new
we've seen
coaster in this
now.
park.
I think that's
It might be
great.
on the other side. And over here we can see that it's
Big
not
Steve,
got any
it'll always
power,
start.
and it has
It'll
a
always
lovely
start from the
flashing
station, but you
UI
can still use
icon
the
for
ghost
you.
train kind of thing
Okay,
while
so,
you're building,
we don't
which
need
will
the
always
generator,
start
we
and go.
need
Like this is that.
a
At least we have now
So
finally
we
seen
already
that the
have
station
generators on
length
this
is
side, as you can
adjusted.
see,
You can see
half
this
of it's
station
wet
over here is
powered.
bonkers.
So
It's
we
super,
just
super
need
long,
enough strip to
while the other
basically
station on the
increase
other
this
side for the
radius
dive coaster
that's
was
been made
really,
from,
really,
from
really,
the
really, really,
generators.
really,
So
really
we need it.
short.
We're
So
not-
that's good to
we're
see.
not artists, so this isn't going to be
What do you need to
pretty. We will
clip?
just put it down.
That I was almost
and we
dying.
will link it
I
up
was
to the
eating
system, really easy. And boom, there we are.
Haribo
So now
Halloween
we've got the water
stuff.
heat map, which
I
allows
know.
you to see if
Just
you've
grabbed
got
it.
water running to all of your pools properly, and you can also see the water cleanliness, which is another feature of the water system.
Again, all fine, all good.
Look at your
Can he not
profit, look at
speak
your
the language he
finances.
wants? What?
And these will then
What?
highlight all
I'm
of your-
speaking.
all of
What?
your shops, your guest services. that
Again,
kind of thing
this
that
is
will-
obviously all
that will
pretty
make
much
money over
from,
time,
you know,
and you
what
can
you would
basically see
expect
how
from
well
Planet
or
Zoo
badly
as
they're
well.
doing. The
I
next
mean,
one
we
to
always
look
have
at
to
is the
consider
scenery,
that
which
we
I
are
know is
talking
close to
about
your
a
heart, Xander, so do you wanna
successor
talk
to
about
Planet
that?
Coaster,
So
and
scenery
most of
is
it
something
wasn't
that's very
in there, so that
important
is
for
good.
guests
Oh, look
and
at
to
that
your
scenery
park.
rating. That's
So
that's
the
something to
rides
talk about.
themselves look at
Okay.
the scenery,
Thanks
and
again,
it will,
Luca.
you know, that will
Another
increase the prestige of the
Swiss
ride.
Swiss
In the
money.
original Planet
Thank you so
Coaster,
much.
the
Super
scenery
chat
system was
best.
often quite opaque, and the players didn't necessarily see how it was working. So in this one, after request, we have brought it up to the players in a heat map so that they can really see exactly what the scenery is doing.
Is there
and
another,
how it is affecting
you know,
them.
asking for a friend, is
Yeah,
there
it's
another
really
color
interesting
than
because we know
blue?
that our
Like,
players
if
love the
Dilf and I
creativity
and
aspect.
others have
So
access
it's
to the
really
game,
good to kind
is
of
like,
link this
what's the
into,
color for us? Is it like purple also when it's awfully designed and has a bajillion pieces for a chimney?
So
Just
you can make
asking.
really
Is there more than
beautiful
blue?
parks, but it also has the impact as well. And then lastly is operations.
So this is the sort of the wear and tear features of the ride.
Okay, now,
so how
come
things
on.
are functioning.
Operations.
So we've got the condition, which tells you if the ride is working or if it's in need of assistance, basically.
Yep. And then we got pool safety as well, which is basically if you've got these.
Oh, James, that is a good question. If not, that would be a missed opportunity. Having yellow water in the pool will give you a hint. Blue, the biddy, the biddy. Okay.
That is all of our heat maps so far.
Wait. What by operations? We only had two of three. What was three?
The improvements we've done.
Stop.
And, how much deeper we've really gone into the
Stop.
system
There was
there.
operations
But we've
was a third
also
one.
got
I saw that.
the
Why did they
weather as
stop
well,
here?
Which also has impacts on guests, right?
Hello?
Yeah, so the
Okay,
weather
weather.
itself can affect the guests in several different ways. One of the main ones being sunburn. So if you have a very hot park, you've been blessed with good weather, then your guests will start to experience things like sunburn. So it's important to provide the guests with sun cream, which can be bought from several shops, or to also provide shade and cover in the park so that they
You can really see, by the way, like we've
aren't
got
exposed to the sun for the whole duration of their stay.
And also on the flip side of that as well, when it starts to
Oh, yeah,
rain
it
quite
is.
a lot,
You're
what do
right.
you need? An umbrella.
Exactly.
We're used to that in the UK, nothing but rain. So you want to make sure that your shops, you're providing these things. So you want to.
It's also
be able to
windy
provide
is a
sun
thing,
cream,
guys.
Provide the umbrellas to make sure your guests are happy in all weathers.
So here is an example where it is actually raining, and you can see the guests themselves have got their umbrellas out.
So good.
And as this
Still
is
need to
Planet
work on
Coaster,
that.
you can, of course, sell umbrellas to your guests as well.
Yeah, not everyone is going to be so prepared for the rain. You'd always expect.
I
when you
mean,
go
the
to a theme
VFX
park,
is
it's gonna be
good,
nice and
but-
sunny, so if you are slightly disappointed by that, at least you can buy an umbrella in the park.
And something that we wanted to present in Planet Coaster 2 with the weather is the predictability of it. You can see on the screen at the moment what the weather is forecast for the whole day, as well as what you should be expecting to see in the coming days. Guests will have multiple moods. They will enter your park mostly content, so they are just they're in a happy mood.
It's like
And this
everyone is
sort of
sitting here is like,
relaying
give us
to
the
the player that
juicy
this guest
news.
has got
Come
nothing
on.
wrong,
We're
and they are
sitting here
waiting
like,
to
yes,
have some
we've seen
fun.
that.
But then moving on from this, you will find guests that are
Give us
in
the
a
big
happy
one.
mood or an
Frontier knows
excited
that.
mood, which is based on the rides that they have been on.
I mean, I like the
the
fact that you click on them and they have the mood on top of it. I really like that. I really, really do like this. It's a really good
to
change.
also add to the feedback section of moods, we have some more negative
That was a
moods, which
smooth
is based
dive.
on if they're bored.
Is that a transfer
if
track?
they're
Where
unhappy,
I didn't see
if they're
one.
uncomfortable,
What? You can't
and
just
if
throw
they
that
are
in, mate.
desperate.
Yeah, we've got a
Don't
really
do that.
interesting range of behaviours.
Jumpy
with
snake,
these guests,
don't.
So it's just,
Where
it's really
was
cool
that?
To be able to see how they react.
Give
and
me a
how
heart
you,
attack.
as
I
someone
didn't miss that,
managing this
did I?
park is able to try and contend with those issues and try and meet their needs. We want to talk about the staff now, right?
Yeah.
Been a lot of improvements, but one thing
Okay,
of
is there anything
note is
new?
that
Wait.
now we have two new staff types. We have the lifeguard and the ride attendant.
Yeah, okay.
Given as we're just by a pool, I think the lifeguard's probably a good one to start off with.
So the lifeguards will need
The
to
ride
be in your
attendant.
pools,
Maybe
and they
we
will
see
be
something about
increasing
this. Maybe
coverage
just a
of
tiny
the
chance
sort of
here.
safety rating
Guess
in
doing
the
more
pool.
feature.
Yeah, so as you can see in front of you, you've got the coverage area of that particular
I
lifeguard point.
would say
So on
yes
here you can see
if
one
you
area
are
of the
into
pool is being
building a
covered
lot.
when
If
you
you're
place
just
this
doing
one down.
management and you
Yeah,
enjoy
place one down.
the fun
And
bit
you
of
will
building a
obviously
theme
look
park
after
and
the
manage
guests within
it,
this radius,
then
but
the original
the
roller
safety
coasters
rating-
might
the
actually even be
safety
more
rating
fun.
will,
But
start to decrease
it's like
because
for a
you are
most
covering
realistic
the entire
game,
pool.
yes,
The
sure,
other
it's
staff
definitely
type
better.
we've got is ride attendants.
Okay, now come on.
In Planet Coaster 2, these are people that are actually staff you have to manage and control and tell them when to actually when to do their shift.
Exactly. So that's just another example of how much additional control now we've got over some of these staff members. And yeah, we've talked about integral staff, but we've also got a couple new mascots, right? So one of them is this really,
The
really
mythology
interesting
one is
bard
really good one.
with an absolutely fabulous haircut, I must say myself. He's got a lot of flair about him, doesn't he? Really, really.
Oh, he's fantastic. I'm just sort of speechless in awe. Look at him go.
But it's not just him as well. We also have the Viking as well, and he is absolutely Jim Goals, or she.
I was going to say
She in this instance. So
Yeah,
obviously, when
Proles,
you
you're right,
spawn them,
yeah,
they come
definitely
in
right.
male and female, so you get to see this different
I really
variation.
like how you can
And this
feel
goes
they
alongside
being in
all the other
costumes
new
now.
different
It's
mascots
better
that
than
we've
in the first
done.
game
So
where
we've got
it
a
almost felt
nice
like
new
a
collection of mascots for players, which
monster
we
in a
hope
way,
they'll
if
really
that does
enjoy
make sense.
seeing
Like
them
you
doing
can
their
really
thing around
feel
the park.
even better now they're
So
in a
there's some more
costume.
interesting
I like that.
staff, features that we can talk about. One of which is the staff zone.
Yeah. So the staff zones
Zones,
is a really great
come
way
on.
to sort of
I need to
paint
be-
out onto your park where your different staff are going to work. So you can you know, if you were to create a new one here, and you will be able to just draw in where it connects for the staff, and then when you place staff in that zone,
that is
they
much
will
better.
then operate within the
I love
zone.
that. This is
really
much
deeply
better.
actually with
Not
the
the
staff
kind of
scheduler.
I have to
Let's say
select
now I've
everything
made
and have
this
this
new
weird
zone
area.
6,
This is a lot better.
And now I wanted to make sure that our new Viking.
Yeah, I guess
that we
so,
just placed
brother.
down
Yeah,
always stays
August.
in there. So
The whole of September is
we
gone
can open
to.
the full
Look, there is
schedule
the
here.
schedule. I
When you
love
open
that.
up
Let's
the
see if
staff
we can
schedule, you
find
see
anything
all
over
the
there.
different staff that you have and their names. You can locate them.
Yeah, so that is something that is really sort of new over the original Planet Coaster, is the ability that is the functionality of only paying the staff for the work that they do. So when they are not working in your park, you're not paying them for that.
Yeah.
Ooh.
It gives you a lot of control to really specify and sort of maximize your profits.
It's really like shift workers.
With
Okay,
with this system.
interesting.
Exactly, and you can also go even deeper. So if I just chose, let's say, a janitor, for example, I can go into advanced settings, and then I can select all the things that I want them to do. If I go into
Okay,
the schedule,
I like
here,
the fact that you have
can see
finally
they're
control
all
over that
currently,
again. I really
believe
like
they're
that.
unassigned to a staff
Yep.
zone. So if I wanted that staff to
Like, it's
jump
not
into this
for
new
us
zone I made,
sandbox
the
players,
Zone
but
6,
this
and then
staff
there
schedule
is
is
there, and it
mighty
inherits the
for
colour and the
organizing
icon
your
as
parks
well,
if
so
you
don't
play
always have to know
franchise
the
or
exact
if you play
name of the zone, as long as when you send it out, you're
scenarios.
aware
I
that,
think
the
at
red
a later
area
stage
is
this is a
one,
damn
yellow is that
must,
one,
and
another
I really love
accessibility
it.
thing for us,
I do
basically.
think
If we were
it's
to
one of the
look at
great
one of our staff members
additions to
themselves,
it. So it's
so
really
on
good.
here, we can see on their panel that they are content, they've got fair pay, and they have taken a break. So what this all feeds in is that the pay and taking rests within a day all feed into the morale system of a staff, which means
Yeah, it's kind
that
of like a zoo.
if you
Okay.
keep your staff happy, they will work more efficiently in your park, and if you don't keep them happy, they're going to leave your park.
I mean, sure.
Okay, so now we're going to talk about the attractions.
Yeah, so as we mentioned earlier in the heat maps, the guests have different tolerances. And so guests will be examining your
Come on,
ride
please.
to see if it matches
Something
the
major
tolerances
we
that
need.
they have. To see how your rides match up with this, if you were to click on the ride for me. And then if we go to the testing tab,
Yep.
and on here you can see we're currently on the live data, but you can also see the results, which tells you all of this information about the ride.
Yeah, so we'll be able to see from our guests in the park, see and actually try and meet their needs, even for the attractions.
Okay, they're
which is
just
really useful.
going
So
through.
hopefully
You're right.
You
It's
can't just
yeah.
go in there free
Yeah, they
roam
are.
these
My brother has a
incredibly
brilliant
crazy
point.
coasters.
The
You have
station
to
in
kinda
here
think
is
about what your
broken.
guests would actually feel about
As you
that,
can
beyond the
see,
limitations of
like
actually
they
building
just
the coaster
completely
One
clipped
of our
through the other ones.
other
There's not that
tolerances,
dedicated exit lane,
is actually, to do
which is
with what
great
guests
because
can or
that's
can't
something.
eat.
Why would they
you
need to
mind
fix it
showing
if
us
if they
a
take it
very
from the
brief
first
overview
game?
of the
Really
shop's
good
menu so we
point.
can see how
Well
these
spotted.
restrictions
This is
may
why my
into the
brother
menu.
is here.
Sure thing, yeah.
He's
So,
like-
obviously got
He
the
doesn't
shop
see
here,
the clear
cheese beef,
stuff, but he does see
primarily
some
just
of the
beef,
weird
to
things.
everyone's surprise.
He was also the one
So yeah,
seeing
you've got your guest thoughts
some
about
of
what
the
people have.
some
You
of
can
the
go
dark
into
ride
the
stuff
prices
before
then.
I
You
did
can
when he
change
saw the
prices
trailer,
and
and I was like,
choose,
how the hell did I not
lots of
see
things
that
you'd
all
like to
these
do.
days?
So obviously you got gluten-free burger, cheese.
Oh,
burger,
I love
plain
that.
burger, and
Look,
then
you can
these
make-
dietary
ah.
requirements, as you just mentioned, will appear now inside of these as well. So you
Okay,
know
that is pretty
when
cool.
you select
Again,
different
it
items for
feels
your
a bit
shop,
like a lot
you
to
know
do,
that
but I
they're
think
gonna have
if you
certain-
don't
you're
need
gonna
to
be
do
meeting
everything
the
and
needs
just
of
have the
some,
option,
but
it's
maybe
brilliant.
excluding others.
Yeah. So if you were to just click on one of the,
I thought
on
that
the
was
cogs
just
on
like
the right
scenery,
there, which
Ryan.
is for the settings of this.
Oh my
particular
god!
menu
Look! Oh my
item,
god!
you can see on the left-hand panel there, we've got sort of extras.
Oh my
You can
God.
have extras, and they will increase the dietary.
How can
what
you
it
not
contains within
click
that
on
one
extra
item.
cheese?
So guests will
Like,
pay more for the
why
items with
give
lots of
the extra
extras,
cheese
and
on
they will
every
get more
single
enjoyment out
burger?
of it.
It's a
However,
must.
you
Do
are then
it.
restricting the number
No,
of,
no, 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 not restrict. Just give it
items
extra
that the
cheese.
guests can actually
Come on.
purchase from if they have any
Yes.
restrictions.
Come on,
Exactly.
you can't just
So,
give
yeah,
it
if
extra
you had
cheese.
some guests with extra,
Yeah, no, give it extra
restrictions,
cheese.
Then maybe it's not advisable to go ketchup because there's a few more different things that could impact. Whereas maybe
Extra cheese?
just adding some extra cheese might be more beneficial and
Yeah,
easier
yeah,
for
it's very
for the
beneficial.
guests.
We
Give
can
it
even
cheese.
see on here
Yes!
a breakdown of how
There
many
you
guests
go.
can actually
Okay,
use
the
those
stream,
items.
whatever we've seen, now it's good.
Roughly
No, I'm
touch
fine.
on
I'm
the power
fine. I'm
management
fine.
stuff when
They
talking
got
about the
me.
heat maps, but do you want to sort of dive back into that a bit?
Yeah, if we dive a little bit deeper into the power management, there's quite a lot to really.
Kane, come to Germany.
Central
You
one.
pay
There
like
we
two euros for
So,
getting extra
so
cheese
with
on
power
a
management,
kebab,
you
for
have
example.
multiple different generators generators that you can use, and
Like
you will need to
it's
place
not even a joke. Or if you
several
want to have double
generators as well
on
to provide
Pete's
for
sides,
larger
at least
parks.
€2 too.
So, and then the generators will then connect up to the distributors, which we are now looking at, and the distributors will sort of say how much power they are able to place in an area, and then you can see how many items.
Yeah,
are
brother,
therefore
you're right.
shopped
The
and,
overlays and stuff, it's just
rides and everything are
crazy
actually
much
connected
color.
to that
Also, I'm
distributor.
not entirely sure
We've
if I
also
like
got
the
the
kind
solar
of
panels as well.
typical
So that
kind
gives you
of
a green
traffic
option.
light color
So you've got
scheme.
these,
I think
yeah,
I liked
and
it
then you've
a
also
lot
got-
Yeah,
better
then you can
in
hook it up.
Zoo,
And as
where
you
it
can see
always
here,
was
these
red and
items are showing
green
up red.
and
What
have a
this means
shade in
this
between.
case
While this
that
is
they are
very
not
like
actually
always
connected up
from
to
the
anything else
yellow
on the
to
grid, so they're not,
red to
you know,
green.
you've got
I
a
don't
power
know.
generator that's not
Whatever.
doing anything. You might want to make use of it.
Is there anything different between
Extra
the sort of
cheese is
solar
always
and
a
then
scam
the
if you
actual
need to
power
pay
generator?
for it, though.
So several of the differences
Jesus,
you'll experience.
I've got
is
so
that
many
the actual
mosquito bites.
costs
It's like,
to
oh,
generate electricity will be
itchy.
different
Ah.
across the different generators. And also the costs to place them. So solar panels are significantly more expensive.
LHM
than your
Mag or
generators.
LH
So the
LH
next
Mag
thing is
Magics.
the
You gotta
water
have to
supply.
actually play it. Don't worry, it's not as bad.
So
It's really I don't know
very, very
why that is,
similarly
but it
to
really
the-
doesn't
the power
translate
systems,
nicely
we
over
have
the
the same
streams.
sort of
If
thing
you
of
see that
having,
yourself
we
in game,
have a
it's
well,
much
we
better.
have distributors,
And
we've got
especially
the-
the
we've got the
scenario
pump.
I played, it depends
So
a
the
lot
well and the pump
of which
are the things
biome
that
you're in
draw
and
the
what kind
water.
of
Yep, so
settings
these are
you
your
have. And
water
if I saw that
generators.
correctly,
Yep.
you even have
And
the
then
chance
your,
to
you
change a
then
couple
have
of these things
distributor
in the
which
menu,
has a
which I wasn't allowed to
radius
go
effect,
deeper
and that
into,
needs to
but
hit
I
the water
assume that
around
this
it.
is.
Exactly. So you want these to be near in your pool so that they have effect. We use the same systems that we do for power, so hopefully if you master one, you can master the other pretty quickly.
Yeah. Cool. So now we've got our water system set up. You can sort of see that the pools themselves actually have water that clean water that the guests will be happy to use.
Exactly. So if you didn't
Like
have
these
this in
planters
place,
down
you
there,
start
by the
to
way,
see
with the
that
palm
the pools
trees.
themselves start
Just
to
that gives
sound
that
like
extra
American
touch of
green.
having planters for them
they
because of
really
being in a
wouldn't be
snowy
advertised to
biome.
the guests,
That's
and you
kind of
find
nice.
that they really-
By the way, we
they
are in a
won't
mountain
start coming to the pool
biome
because
and
they
we are
think
up in the
it's,
hills, just like
not really
remember
dirty
when in
muggy.
Zoo
So
we got
having this
the
in place will
Machu
keep all
Picchu
those
map.
pools
I really like
clean,
the fact.
and also for your flumes as well, because the flumes do require you to
Yeah,
have
the
clean
mosquitoes
water
have
as well.
found the camel bits.
And the more guests that you have going through into your pools, the more sort of filtration that you will need to have set up. So this is based on the throughput of guests.
Yeah, it's kind of the same as
And
like
very
with
similar
power.
to the power systems. Again, you have the things like being able to quickly use the
Yeah,
panels.
I mean,
to
just as
go
they
between
said
objects
themselves,
and
if
see
you
what's
master
inside
one,
them.
you can master the other.
So
So
hopefully,
just
yeah, as we
don't
said,
go
master
over this
one,
anymore.
master the other.
We have understood.
The next thing we wanted to move on to was maintenance, right?
Yeah, so
Okay,
maintenance.
maintenance,
This
maintenance.
is the mechanics and the wear and tear. So
Come on.
looking at the maintenance tab of the water pump, we
No
have
one-
multiple areas, including the condition and the servicing.
Thank you for the follow. I got
The
that.
condition is a familiar part from the original Planet Coaster, where
I-
it will start to degrade.
Can we not talk about the
after a certain
maintenance
period
of a
time,
water
And
pump?
then your
Just
device
like, can
will
we
break
talk about the
down.
maintenance of, let's
The
say,
servicing
a
is the ability
coaster.
is to control if
How
this
about a
condition's going to
coaster
go down
in
or not. So
Planet
you have the service
Water
badge,
Pump?
and this
You see
badge
what I mean?
will sort of last for a certain amount of time, and if you don't keep on top of your servicing, the badge you will lose the service badge, and the condition will start to degrade.
Exactly, and so you basically you want your mechanics to be in the vicinity doing the exact thing you want them to do. You could do this through the scheduler, but equally, as you said, you could do emergency call if you want, and emergency refurbish as well. So you do still have this option in case of an emergency. You can press these buttons. But it's
Can I
much
press
more
the button?
advisable
I
that
have
you
a
go
case of
through the sort of
emergency.
scheduler
I
and
need a
ensure
new
that
feature.
a service is due. Like we can see it's due in.
Also, many
108
guests
minutes.
think that Collider is
So
too
you just-
scary.
yeah,
Maybe
you wanna
we
keep on
should
top
go
of it
over
make
to
sure that
Collider
your
and change
conditions
the
never drop
coaster.
too low.
And thank you for the member,
Right, so
Infinity
the final thing we want to
Toast.
talk to you today about is the finances. So these can be found inside of park management.
It's like generally
You'll
with so
see
many
little
things,
spatterings
but
of this
let's
information
talk
all
about the
around on
water pump.
panels and everything. But a really good way to see the global view of how your financials are doing in the park is through the management screen. So if I go into the financial sections here, we did briefly touch on this earlier, but I'm going to show you a bit more about it this time. So you've got your park value, park cash, profit breakdown. As you can see, you've got this huge graph on the right. This is again something I mentioned before about trying to make everything really accessible to the players. So players understand everything when it's a lot more visually attractive. So we wanted to include these graphs. And when you first start off a park, you may not see it being this useful, but the longer your park draws out, the more you start to see these trends, and you get to see how it becomes actual useful information. If you really aren't doing too well, you can actually take out a loan. So the loan system here. So Pretty simple.
I'm a bit
You
quiet
take
here,
out a
guys,
certain
because
amount of money, and then,
I'm trying to
let's
debate
say
with
I wanted
myself what to
take
say
out
because
very
up until
large, very
now
large
that was
and pay
kind
it
of
off for the rest of my
underwhelming, I
life.
should say.
So you take out this
Um,
mode, and then you get the debt acquired. You won't get any interest on this one. but
Ridiculous,
there is a
lady
sales
blah blah.
cut,
I
So the
like
way
that
you
one.
pay it back is rather than having to come in here and have to decide on how
It is,
much
you know,
want
I
pay
like
off
to
that,
see that, and
you
honestly,
can-
for all
it
the
basically takes it out of your
management-based
sales. So you never
people,
actually see
I
the money being taken
I
directly out.
totally-
It's kind of like it gets taken off
I totally get
all
that,
the money that you receive.
you know.
While the sales cut does take off the money
then
for you, so
again-
you don't have to worry about it. You do still have that option to pay off if you
It
want
was
to,
all
but it's a
already
secondary
obvious,
option.
wasn't
It's
it?
not the main way that you have
I
to
just
worry
saw a
about it,
ping
so
that
you
someone
carry on
posted
playing.
something about
As long as
transfer
you
tracks
improve the
confirmed
performance of
on,
your part,
on Facebook
it
or
will
so.
actually
What
get
exactly
better
did
and
we
you will
miss?
start to pay off. So this isn't
What did
something
we
you
miss? I just
necessarily
saw
have to worry
that
about,
on
but as you see here,
on my
you pay off
phone.
your
That
loan,
was like a ping, but
says
it's
how
gone.
much
Wait,
of your part cash
I can
is left,
check
how much
my.
repayment and the sales cut.
What was that?
As you see, the sales cut itself will decrease based on the amount you.
Ah,
pay
no,
back
it
or
was
the
just
amount
like
of loan
someone-
you take in the first place.
Okay,
Thanks so
no,
much for
wait.
watching and looking at the
That was just like a
expanded
ping.
management
Okay, never
options of
mind.
Planet Coaster
Sorry,
2.
my bad. That was just
Planet
a wrong
Coaster 2
ping.
is now available for pre-order, launching on November 6th for PC and console.
I do hope that Adam is going to show us something now, because honestly, yeah, it's always good to see new stuff, but there was not really that much
there we
juicy
go. That
stuff
was the
in there.
wonderful Xander and Robert talking about all things.
We still have
management.
Zoo coming up, guys. So
Zoo
and
coming up
Adam is
November
coming up
6th.
too. So
That was a
hold
chunky
on,
asset, but
okay?
we've got more because
Hold
we're
on.
joined by the wonderful.
There you go. He got a
Adam
keyboard.
Wood.
He got a mouse. Okay, okay.
Thank you
Here
so
we go.
much
We
for
can still
spending-
spot more. Okay.
Thank you for
Oh wait, I have my face in Adam's face. Let's put myself here.
It's lovely to have you here.
I don't know.
Thank you.
But we're gonna, I say we, the royal we. You're gonna play through the level we just looked at. That the
Yep.
guys are playing through there for the management. So that was Summit Awesome.
Summit
Right.
Awesome. Good. play on.
Yeah, I had a jump scare there
Summit-
too,
it's a
Jumpy
bit-
Snake.
well,
But I,
classic,
you know,
so
some
Summit
people
is kinda like
did do.
Summit Awesome.
headlines.
I crowbarred that
You know
in.
what I mean?
didn't, but I just tried to
But I
Is it
couldn't
you
see
that
the
makes
question
money,
mark
No,
because
it
that
isn't
wasn't
you.
in the notification.
There's
That
much
was
more
just...
intelligent, better people than me that do that, thankfully.
All right. Well, look, we're gonna. Why do you want to show us this level? I think two things. We want to show you level. So I know we do these deep dive assets. People wonder how curated the maps are, but this is actually in the game, right? So this is
Yeah.
what you look at now. This is the level.
This is the level. Yep. This is as you will see.
Hey
it when
there,
you play
Joe
through
Furry.
the campaign in Planet Coaster 2. It's in
Okay.
Act 1, just after.
Let's
the
watch
prologue,
closely.
Tutorial levels, and you get straight into this level to test your management skills out with all the tools that we just saw from
Yeah.
Xander and Robert there as well.
I like the
Well,
break
that was
run.
one
It
thing
looks
to point out as well.
really
I know we
good.
always say it, but this is a work in progress build.
Put yourself
progress.
on the couch.
People who've seen
I think now my
different
screen
assets,
is
you go
perfect.
back
It's
deep
almost
dive,
as if
you
I'm
might
part
spot
of
there's
it
all the
here.
differences in this.
Yeah.
If you've been one of the people that've been lucky to come to a preview event, this will be different from that because that's how development
You know,
works.
don't get me wrong, by the way,
Yeah,
guys.
level in a
This game is
obvious
already
manner,
looking
but, like,
pretty
we had to
awesome, and I
break
think for
things
me,
up, like,
potentially
weeks ago, right, to make sure
The
that
best
the
thing-
effort is made.
Absolutely, yeah.
the best thing
takes
about
a
this
while to
stream is the map we are on.
and then we have
Like being this high up in the
and
mountain
also, things are just weird.
gives us so much more options to do our dream parks. Remember in the first game, everything was like plain flat in like a background. That is a lot better now.
So it goes without saying, if anything does go a bit wrong,
It's not my
because
fault.
It's not your fault. It's producer Adam's fault. We blame him today. But it's a work in progress. So right, this is Summit Awesome. Should we have a little look around and then
Yeah.
you can talk us through what we're looking at?
Yeah, this is something awesome. It's one of my. I probably shouldn't say it because, like children, you're not supposed to have a favourite. But this is one of my favourite. I think because it's a really nice example of what a lot of elements new to Planet Coaster 2. Right, we've got lots of verticality in this
Yeah.
level. You can see that it's kind of built on this precipice of one of the sort of high peaks and mountains. It really shows off how different you can get the scenery assets that we've got in the game.
Yeah, because I
just
didn't
with
realise
the
this.
colour changes.
Yeah. What is this pack?
This is all the aquatic pack.
Right.
We've seen a lot of that in some of the
Yeah,
other,
I mean the flexibility of the
materials
pieces
that
I
goes
already
out.
talked about.
Lots of that
Also,
really
it looks so much more
lovely,
crowded. Look, you've already
underwater
1,000
feel to
people
it,
in this
but just
park
with
where
some
there's only one
colour
coaster,
changes
right?
And the way that Dean, our art directors, placed them and sort of designed.
Ah,
them,
James,
something
that's
that
normal.
takes on a bit
Normally,
of
you're
a
just finishing up
sci-fi
the last
feel,
month,
and that
though.
was the kind of
Not
theme
really-
behind this.
It's not really
this level.
surprising. Also,
And
this
it
is
was
the build
inspired a lot by
from
this,
August.
fantastic
You know?
coaster that's really part of the landscape. It's got that drop into the ground.
Look at the drop and so on, guys. All the
inspired
elements
by
are new.
a
That wasn't
hiding
in. Look, the whole
glider.
drop. Everything
Yeah,
looks
so, yeah,
different
that- yeah.
here.
Glider.
I really like this.
the idea
Does
with
look
shooting
a
these
lot
particles
different
off
to
guests.
the playtest I
Nothing
had.
wrong doing that.
We
Yeah,
have been
nothing
on the
wrong
dive
doing
coaster, and
that.
it looked basically the
And
same
yeah,
as
so
in
that kind
one.
of theme
But this is
built
all
around-
changed. Look
around
at
this
that with that
coaster.
little break
It
here, and
comes out with a really lovely.
That's so
looking,
good.
Inviting part to go and.
that means they're
It's
still
a
working on all
great,
these things, which is
obviously,
great.
designer's eye there, but I mean, I think when I first saw this, when you opened it, I was like, I don't remember seeing this on the themes list. And you're like,
No,
it's
no,
the same
yeah.
thing.
Yeah, they don't
Exactly,
have,
yeah,
like,
same
you-
thing, so.
They do because
Yeah,
you need to put
and,
some stuff in there to avoid them
one of the-
making this.
One of the things
Which I
when
didn't.
I first joined Planet Coaster and the project, a while ago now, I was looking at what players did with Planet Coaster and the
Yeah.
parts. I would download them from the Steam Workshop and pick them apart and kind of go, oh wow, look at how did you build that and
Yeah.
look at all the pieces.
Yeah.
And this had a very similar vibe with when Dean was showing it to us. I didn't quite know how he built this section over here. The idea is you've got this kind of like cooling pool
Yeah.
and stuff. And it had that same vibe. I was like, wow, you've used these pieces. I never thought how you would use that. So it's really lovely to see.
By the way,
For me,
this
I
is
wanted to
actually
make
pretty.
sure we kept that in Planet Coaster
Yeah.
2. That
This is
idea
pretty
of-
much
Well, I
good.
think you get more of it. You're
yeah.
going to get
Oh,
way more of it because
absolutely.
How versatile the pieces are, to see what Frontier really learned from us creators, which I like. It's so much better now.
But I think opening up to our players and
Yeah.
seeing what they come up with is going to be within hours. I think we're going to see some real special stuff at the workshop. But
Absolutely,
yeah,
yeah.
be careful.
The drop,
saw that was
the
the
drop
preview
into
event already.
Oblivion Hole. Yeah, that looks a lot darker. That's true.
And the other section that's really with this ride is
It's like
the
10
dark
weeks,
areas of
isn't it?
rides that we can now get. So
Oh no,
we
it's
had
not
some
10 weeks. No, that
eagle-eyed
way we've
people
got end of
see
September. It's only October. It's
what
like 6 weeks.
This new tech will allow us to do.
Yeah.
Planet Coaster 2, and it's called global illumination. It's a tech that people are quite used to. It's based on ray tracing technology. You have to have the right hardware. So, for example, on PC, you're going to need an RTX card or the equivalent AMD, which I don't know because I'm an NVIDIA person myself.
Oh, you're in video, yeah? Okay,
Yeah.
that's good.
And it does run on consoles as well. And what that allows is this really natural feel
It
to light.
was ray traced, guys.
And most importantly, what that means is that we get.
We're going to ride the ride. We're going to
We're
ride the
going to ride the ride. If
Yeah.
I can, we'll ride the second ride.
Okay,
Yeah.
d-
We'll ride the second ride.
okay. I
It gives you
did
these,
not expect it.
Dark interiors,
But
Yeah.
basically.
okay, hold on. This is the big
We've
one.
got this chain
This is
wheel,
the big
turn
one.
That off as well.
There we go.
Yeah,
This
so
is the
it
big one,
allows-
guys.
It gives a real lift to the entire scene.
Yep.
But like I say, it gives you the ability to create naturally dark interiors.
I think when you showed me this originally compared to like what it was before GI,
Okay,
and now
that's-
it's-
that's
it's-
great.
It's honestly, it's well.
I
you
take
really-
it for
that
granted now
hurts.
because
Yeah.
I'm quite used to it. But when you see the
Come
previous light
on,
model, which was
that
great,
is
Yeah.
it just
that
allows
is
even
gorgeous.
more options now. So we're into-
Yeah, now that's
get
what
that
I'm
really
talking
lovely
about.
dark
That's
interior.
what I'm talking about, guys.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I mean, I think for me, you said it earlier on, when you come out the tunnel and you get the bright light comes in, your eyes adjust.
Yeah.
That's such a really lovely effect,
Yes.
and I think players are really happy with this. And also some of the rides that players
It
are
looks
making
like
with touch and
dramatically
stuff
better
in-
over here,
in-
guys.
in
It does-
pre-editions
does
and stuff
really
like that.
look
and then the game as well,
dramatically
the
better.
track rides where you can put them through dark areas and there's swivel cars and. I think you're going to see that in some of our assets we're going to put out later on. But I
Yeah.
mean, it's really, really cool to have that sort of feature put in the game and enhanced.
The pixels are a bit later in this
Yeah,
stream.
exactly.
They are first of all looking at
It's,
coaster and then later on.
It's really, I never get bored of riding this coaster. I wish I could do it in real life. And the other thing that this is that it shows off is that we do have the ride sequence
Yep.
triggers as well, which coincide with being able to build them with the event sequencer as well. One of our designers, James Taylor, he set the
I
up.
just-
You
that
see
is
there
a big
that Smoke
one.
VFX turns off as the
Yeah.
train goes in.
Really
And I
great,
think we
Fire.
just
actual
got
ray
there,
trace.
the
I
fire,
don't.
goes off as they
This
sort of
is
get
great.
Fired out of the collider out to the other
And
side.
that's the sequence. So I think we saw that in Deep Dive number 2. So if you haven't seen that, chat, go
Yes.
back and have a look. But you've made it really easy to drag and drop, like how you're doing these effects and
Nice
stuff. where it is,
timeline
yeah.
editor now. You place the point on the coast that you want to, and then you can tie it all together. So it sort of works together, you know.
Yeah.
On
Yeah,
top of being able to customize
Very,
things
very
as well.
interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I think the other thing to point out here, this has all been built. This park we're looking at, and it looks amazing. It's been built by one person.
Look at the
like
look
one
at
or
the
two
dark
people,
hole
like,
there and
using
how
all
it's
the assets in the game.
really
You
like
can
that.
do
Yeah,
this
yeah,
yourself.
exactly.
Like, this is all made. This isn't like pre-generated.
We
This
don't
has
know
all
if
been
there's
built by
snow.
hand.
It makes
And
sense
you can
though
do
that
it
there would
yourself.
be snow.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
We've no idea in what kind of season we are in
There's
here.
a reason,
so
chat, we're not going the other side of the, of the map. We're going to show you in a second. Is there anything else we want to go through?
Do they
while
want
we're
to
out
show
here?
us
I'm not
something
sure. I
over
think
there?
we covered
Please
most of
do.
VFX, we covered off. We showed the dark ride. That was
Yep.
cool. I guess one of the things, because we are
Dark areas.
dark areas.
Because I have
yeah.
to be careful, because I know technically people will say it's not a dark ride. it's lighting that allows you to give a dark area, such as underground, which gives that natural lighting.
Yeah.
But then if you build
I'm
a
really
square
excited
box,
now.
you know,
Okay,
a
show
building
us some
with
good
the
stuff about
inside,
dark. I'm
put
fine
that
with
power
that. Okay,
track
even though we
through,
figured out thanks to Sylph.
set it up with the event sequence
I'm
and
really
things,
looking
lighting up,
forward to that.
Well, I'm
something
going to
you're
call it a
starting to get
dark
a bit of a
ride.
dark
Right, if you
ride.
want to pick peanuts out of whatever, you can. But I'm calling it a dark ride, and it's great. It looks fantastic. But that's cool. And then obviously, we've got some stuff to show off. I think we're going to go through some stuff you get if you pre-order, right? So obviously, you can pre-order this game now.
Yeah, I
It's
thought
coming
it would be a
out
good
November 6th.
opportunity to have a closer look at some of the pre-order and some of the deluxe pack content.
I think
as
so.
well.
I think 'cause
Oh,
seeing an image
maybe
on
we
a-
see
on
the
a- on a
Omni
sort
Mover.
of- on a
And
end
honestly,
card
the
is
Omni
one
Mover
thing,
will
but
also
seeing what
give
you
us
actually get in the game
ideas
is
of
something else, right?
stations.
So if you pre-order now, I think
So
we're gonna
maybe
run
we're
through
getting
some of
there.
this we're gonna have,
Maybe we're
right?
getting there,
Yes,
guys.
if you pre-order, you will get access to the Watermax coaster, or Ultimax coaster, sorry, which is this one here. I'm not going to attempt to build it
Come
again
on.
It's a
like
big
I did
coaster, right?
on the deep dive.
Yeah.
It's a big coaster. I have perhaps, spoiler, pre-built some other coasters. We'll have a look at it in a second. But yeah,
Exactly, you don't
access
need to
this
know
one.
German,
You'll
honestly.
also get access to the no, that's in the deluxe content. Let me look here. The pre-order is the rotating ride. Yep.
FD Vision, I think it is.
FD Vision, which is
Yes, let's have a look.
under,
FD Vision.
This one here, the FD Vision. So that's
There you go.
that's perhaps one
So
of
these
the
are the ones we're talking about.
Build it.
We're not going to show it here because, like, you
No.
lay it down and you set your route you want to go down and what the,
yeah.
and
This
what
is
the
one
carts
that's
can
probably
do. And they,
a good candidate for a dark ride where you might want to put it through
Build
a dark
it.
ait. Use your event sequences
Build
like I was saying
it.
before. To
They're
build up
hiding
that
something,
kind of
guys.
Experience for your guests.
They are hiding
and you can also
something.
customize the carts as well, right?
Yes,
We've shown-
yeah.
so you
All
can
of these
button them
things, like we've seen in previous videos, you can customize the cars on these as well.
Yep.
So you can start to theme it how you want to. And then on the flat ride front, you'll also get access to.
Have you? Oh,
There we
you
go.
can't
So if
see
you
that.
pre-order, you
They
get these
changed the
3
UI
items
dramatically
just for
down there.
pre-ordering, which you can do right
Let's see
now.
if they go there again.
And
The
that's the cube.
they
Is this new?
changed
Is
the
this a
UI
returner? I
down
think it's new, isn't
in the
it?
This is
menu
a
quite a
return
lot.
one from
So I'm really
if I
hoping
remember
that this
rightly. I
means
don't
they
know the
have
list
been
off the
listening to
planet coaster
our
ones off the top of
feedback.
my head, I'm afraid, but
So that's
No,
the question
have
you
they-
asked me
they
to
haven't.
ask you, and I've now asked you.
it's fine. It's fine.
That's the kind
we
of guy I
roll
am,
with
Jack.
it. Arthur, we roll with it. That's fine. Let's hook this up really quickly, shall we? Let's just.
Penguin
put
boy,
some
where do you have that information from? They
card
didn't,
in here.
unfortunately.
I'm going to try and keep the.
Okay,
sort
so
of
that's a
feeling
2
of
meter
what he's
one,
got,
which is
what we've built with that sort of that lovely layout of the paths. I'll just connect the exit as well.
Exit. Yes, down.
Draw the line.
they are
through.
hiding something. Of course they are.
There you go.
Also, like the 2
I'm
meter
also
queue. Yeah, that's
change
nice,
the
but like,
colours as well, very
yeah.
quickly.
You're gonna
I'm
match it? You're gonna
take-
try and match
yeah,
it?
there's a
yeah,
lot
I'm
of
gonna take
glitching
these
going
colours
on with
here.
that dive coaster of people going in.
As I was saying before, my old man eyes. Probably pick,
I believe in you.
yeah. Let's pick. Let's change.
Yeah, I know, but this may be like dark. Like if they now show us transfer tracks
There we go.
or at least
Yeah.
dual stations on and offload
That's
stations,
changed the back
I'm
section.
fully sold. Everything else is bonus then. That is
But that
the
just shows you how
last bit of
quick,
my
you know, you
list
can
that
do
would
this
make
now
it a
to match,
perfect
right? So if you
sequel.
do wanna
Like I
start making
won't
this,
even
then
complain
we're
about
talking-
anything anymore, okay?
put that right
This is
down,
the
path
last
it up, and
bit
you now
required
customise it.
for
Look,
me
took you 30
to
seconds
give it
here,
a
and that's that
100%
right down and
recommendation
already
rate.
customising it to make it fit
Like
your part.
honestly.
So-
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. Let's just take the grey colour as well, because that's we've got a nice accent colour of the sort of fuchsia. Is that the right word?
I want to say fuchsia is correct. I think that's correct. I don't want to.
Or I'm confusing other track types.
People said it's different.
Like Switch tracks is confirmed, obviously, but like
and then of course because I've now got it, it's in my palette, so I don't have to keep copying it across.
Perfect.
also, if I'm looking there, guys, it's not like because I'm impolite and not looking at you. It's like the chat is here, okay?
One more
I still
blue,
need to
let's
figure
just
out how you do
change
that with the
that.
camera, like looking into the camera, looking at the screen, looking
And
at
then
the
we have
chat.
one that
have
sort
it.
of sits
Wow.
within the theme of the level if I choose to, right?
Yeah.
It's
And
completely
it's
up
telling
to
us
me.
we haven't got power, but we know we can put.
Well,
we can
Lauro,
put
that's
power
true,
in
but
it,
like I
but
always
mean,
try to
that
judge
just shows
it
you
the
how
way if
quickly
I would
that
be,
is to
okay?
put
So
down a ride,
it would
customise
be unfair
ride
to say
and
it's great
path it
because
up.
it's
And that- I mean, honestly,
free.
that's
That
taking,
makes no sense.
I
you
don't know,
know?
maybe a minute tops there, and that was, that's.
Yeah,
not
don't you
even-
worry. I was
And
just
on the
hoping you
power,
have other
actually,
news that
do
we
have a
don't.
selection of
Like, you know,
power
making a stream like
blueprints
that,
as
it's
well.
easy
You've
to
got the
miss
piece
out
by
on
piece where
things,
you
you know?
can choose a generator or a solar power.
Oh, they
and then
listen to us.
decorate if
Look,
you want to
there are
make sure it's
blueprints
single.
for the generators,
Sort of
finally, so you find them.
negativity around
Oh, what I
the
was
thing
talking
isn't-
about, look at
isn't
this.
too bad
Down
for
here,
your guests,
these
or you can
items
choose
are
to
completely
pick,
new.
one of these
Where's my
lovely
mouse, by the way?
blueprints that
Can't you
we've
see
set
that
up for
one?
you now as
Nice.
well. So
You can't see it,
again,
but
a bit
down
of
in
extra
the right-hand
accessibility,
side,
quick,
this is where.
quick and
Why can
easy
you? Oh, it's
to-
because
to
of the
place power down.
sword.
Awesome. Right. So that's the pre-order stuff. So all those
Okay.
three
Yeah.
things you'll get
Anyways.
if you pre-order it. However, However, if you pre-order or if you order the deluxe edition, I keep saying it Dulux, it's deluxe. I don't know why I can't say it correctly.
Come on, show us
But
something
you
big.
get a lot of stuff.
You do get a lot of things.
And now again, this is all true.
Uh-huh,
20
it's
minutes
just-
before the stream, you built these just really
I
quickly.
did really quickly,
just
really quickly.
pop these
so
down.
please don't
Don't judge the
assess my
design.
coaster building skills based on this.
But you get all of this
Yeah.
content in the deluxe edition. So do you want to run us through what we're getting here, Adam?
Yeah, what you get is
Really?
it's the vintage rides pack, so it's very
Really?
kind of themed around that traditional
Front,
vintage
what are you
set
doing
of
to
rides. So
me?
you get 3 wooden coasters. You get the
It's
Wild Mouse
nice,
coaster.
But it's
We'll just get this one testing as
we
well. shall
saw that.
which I've just built a little
We saw that.
version of it here. You also get the side friction wooden coaster by Eddie Fun Mitchell Company.
Okay, yeah, big fan.
That big fan of those.
Big fan,
of
yeah.
those guys. We'll get that one testing as well. Which is quite an interesting one to build because you've got different restraints because of the technology based on the coaster. You know, it doesn't sort of bank as far. It doesn't the tail is not
Frontier.
as the slopes aren't as high and whatnot. So
What are you
gives you a
doing to
different
me?
Sort of challenge.
More
to build.
challenge.
At least
Yeah.
I'm still
Stepping down
not
the
like
line,
I don't
making
need
it
to do a
work.
full
Exactly.
video on that
You
anymore.
also get
Like honestly,
the
there's no reason for me to
City
do a
wooden coaster as well.
video on that. Like the only information we have is
Extreme,
like
I quite enjoy.
ray tracing.
That's quite a climb.
That's quite,
Quite like the
awesome.
shape. I
But
think
it's not
I've
like
got
that
the
they
shape
showed
quite
something
traditional
crazy
for
about
the
this, you
coaster,
know.
kind of the sort
I
of
like the
switchback.
bank turns and stuff you
Yeah,
put in. I was watching
yeah.
you do it, and I was also, again, like, obviously, yes, I work for Frontier, and obviously you make the game, but I just watched how quickly you made it, and how, although it's not the most complex, it's still is a lot of stuff in this when you look at this.
Well,
you know,
but you know,
you've got
PW
your twists,
Corgi,
turns and stuff like that.
is it that
too
hard
bad.
though?
Perhaps a little bit too exciting, a little bit, but it's not too bad. I'm quite pleased with that one.
Yeah.
For
But
how
again,
quick I made it.
I was going to say exactly how quick you made it,
Yeah.
and then again, all of these rides you can
you know,
customize, right?
yeah.
Like everything else in the game. You
That
customize
slide,
exactly
obviously,
that.
that
These aren't
iconic
the exact rides again.
RCT,
These are ones you've built using the pieces for the
Yep.
ride.
Slide
so
is
the players will
amazing.
do whatever they want, right?
But-
Absolutely, you can still attach scenery.
What
to
are you
these,
hi-
can
th-
change the colour of them if you want to.
They are hiding from us,
It's all there,
honestly.
all there for you to.
There
to
must be a
think how you
reason for
want
that.
to.
Also, can there
And
be
then you
like
get
it
a
can be
selection
one
of
last
flat rides
big
as well, starting with
unlocked,
the
you know?
Monte Leone. I think I'm pronouncing that correctly.
I'm glad you said it.
This is
because
something we
no
got with
chance I can't
the
say
vintage
deluxe
rides
properly without,
pack.
so,
Was
yeah.
that the classic
Yeah.
rides pack? I don't know.
Many years ago, I
Something
spent
like
an
that.
entire interview saying deluxe,
Dulux, yeah,
Dulux,
yeah,
And then
yeah.
someone here told me, and I was mortified.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's
I
exactly
now
the same
try-
scenario
try
actually.
and say deluxe all the
I start to
time.
sweat a little every time I know I've got to say it. Oh, I've got to say that word again.
We have the Grand Carousel.
Oh, yep, a classic,
Classic.
an absolute classic. And again, all of this can be customised. We've got it
Absolutely,
in
and you'll
blue
notice
white,
that
but-
this is a returning from Planet Coaster, but it's as we've taken across the sort of all the rides, we've taken the theming back ever so slightly, so that it's a bit more ready for you to add your own
Yeah.
twist to it. Still looks fantastic straight off the bat, but now you can.
Yeah, Colin,
you know,
exactly.
take it
But
a
now
little
they
further.
do
I was playing
have
around earlier, actually, see how
they finally have
sci-fi
the
can
correct
make this, see if it fits
blueprints
on the other
in,
side of
which
the
you
park,
can
and it's-
finally
it can
use.
be
I
done.
mean, I think
Hey
that's when
there,
you guys
game
first
with
showed me
a
the tiny
Caden.
eye and you
Can we
put
get
the
the
three
PZ
down,
news
and
now
I-
on board?
and
Yes,
honestly, when I
actually
first looked, I'm like, that's three
same.
separate rides, and you're like, it's like a meme, isn't it? They're exactly.
Yeah.
It's like no, these are totally different rides. But they're actually the same ride, which is really, really cool.
It's
And
all good.
obviously
It's all
terrible.
great. Don't get me
Terraplane,
wrong.
which
I still
I've got a
believe it's going to be a
terrible
great,
experience with one of these when I was a
great
kid.
game.
I feel very
And
sick, so-
these
Good.
Oh, so you're a
Thumbs
fan
up for
then?
that. I'm
You're a fan.
rides for the
Thank you.
prize
Thank you.
are amazing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Again, yes.
You don't want to go into first person
But-
and ride that one then? No, I'm not doing that. Okay, we'll leave it. Yeah.
We get classic Helter Skelter,
Yep.
which I always struggle to pronounce.
I want to
I'd
see
like
that
test it. I haven't
one
really guessed to
used.
test it, but
At least
that's,
test it.
Again, lovely vintage feel. To
I mean,
that one.
I want to see.
We've
At
got
least give us
the,
the animations
hyperspin,
on there. Oh, no. The
again,
only little thing that
my-
would be exciting to
Yeah.
see, like if they
I
just
can't
plop
ride
to
this.
the
This is
top, or if
definitely
they
a
just
before
actually
age
climb
I
up the
can do
ladder.
coasters. I can't ride spinny things.
Yeah.
Oh, Frontier, what are you doing to me?
afraid.
I was so
And
happy that I
then-
can catch the stream today
Again,
because I
I've
was
done two
worried that I will be
favourites.
sitting longer at work, which
But
was kind of
buoyancy
planned. And now
is
what
possibly-
I'm
What is
doing
this?
is
This looks
this
painless.
is a really interesting ride. This is quite a.
I don't know.
I
Frontier.
don't want to say
Come on.
vintage, I suppose, is what I
Yeah,
should
yeah,
be saying.
yeah.
It's a vintage kind of water ride, which is like a reverse drop, so that you get pulled into a body of water, and then because of physics,
Yeah.
you get launched back out of it. So it's kind of like a reverse drop.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's very cool.
So it's a really nice.
Now, this
one.
deep dive is
Looking
actually
forward
very
to
shallow.
seeing
Let's
what-
face it,
I
it's
think
like a
there'd be
kid's
some really
pool,
great
okay?
things around this as well. I think
It's
this
like
will-
in the
this will fit
tiniest
in.
of
I mean,
kids'
course,
pools.
I mean that's quite. I mean that's.
I like the
I mean,
consistency.
there's also a ride track on the road,
this
isn't
game
there?
with the stairs and stuff like that, and with the whole. I like the consistency, but
So all of that and a track ride if you purchase the deluxe edition. So it's a lot.
a lot.
is that being launched out of there?
And we
Because
just
that
thought we
was
wanted to show
not
you this way. If you
launched, was
pan
it?
back ever so slightly there,
Jordi,
I think
good evening, how
when
you
look at it and
doing?
you think actually that's a lot. That's a lot of stuff you can get there, and you'll be able to build some really wild.
Yeah.
But Pastel Spell, I
I
don't.
think
it's just-
seeing
I don't know.
what people do with this vintage pack will be really really sweet, and of course type in with the switch tracks and the drop tracks that are in there. They are in there. They're in there.
They're there.
Very very exciting to see.
I
what's
think
gonna
that's it,
happen.
guys. We need
And
some
we'll
time
be
for the
thinking
zoo
we're
stuff
gonna-
and so on.
Yeah.
So that
Okay.
will be it, maybe, right?
Classic mythology, Viking,
Yeah.
resort,
That's kind of
So-
the
colour
sign
change
off.
across all of them.
Really, guys?
I think people are going to be. It's going to be wild to watch the first couple of weeks what people come up with. I
Yeah,
think it's going
it
to be
is.
really interesting to see
Yeah.
what people come up with. But Adam, I think we're getting towards the end of your segment. I do want to thank you for
Thank
coming in.
you.
I know it's late.
No,
I know
no,
you're
it's
working
all
really
good.
hard, as is the whole team.
Yep.
But
getting there.
if we can have some, I don't know, just some thanks in the chat
That
for the wonderful
was
Adam. I'm sure we'll drag you back on again.
still
for
thank
some more
Adam.
stuff.
Stop talking for a couple of seconds. I'm talking about Planet Coaster 2, so I might as well do it on stream.
Exactly that.
Anyone stops going, I'm like, oh, have you talked? Let's
Have I
talk
told you
about
about
Planet
this?
Coaster 2 then.
Have I told you this?
So I'm more than happy to come and talk.
I love these
Well,
guys,
you've said it
but
now, so
this
we will have
was
that.
not
Right,
great.
okay,
I
so
do
think in
hope
order to
playing
play
that
us out, I
zoo
think
is
we've got
going to
the
be
wonderful
great
pre-order
now.
trailer, for your chat. So remember, have a look through. You've just seen some of the items you can get for if you pre-order now and the deluxe edition.
Yeah.
And we're going to run that trailer for you right now. See you
1
in a bit.
hour for literally bleeding my ears off. Nothing. Come on, at least be something cool for zoo now. Wow. It's like this trailer features all that we've seen. You know, Kane, normally I'd say you are too negative, but today I'll agree with you. They're definitely holding back, but I don't know why. At least, like one thing, like one tiny thing they could have showed us. At least show us the FD ride then, like this dark ride they used for their shorts. You know what I mean? Deep Dive 3 is a Deep Dive 2.001. Well, dang it. I mean, ray tracing, yeah, that's the info. But we knew that it's already looking much better. Frontier, you're actually playing with my heart, you know? Stop playing games with my heart, Frontier. Don't just do that. I wanna go and check up if they, like, I totally would. Like, I totally would believe if they just randomly play something on their TikTok that, you know, would be different. Oh, they have Deep Dive 3 on their TikTok, and there is a video on it, which shows more. You're kidding me, right? Wait, hold on. They literally show all of the stuff in a little TikTok that has just been released. Wow. Okay. This stream should be an email. I mean, I love these guys. It's so good. But
Coaster 2.
how did
So
they
much so
fill
to
an
show.
hour with
Right,
this, though?
Before we continue with the rest of the show, we have got our giveaway starting now. So we've got lots of stuff to give away. What have we got, Arthur?
Well, we've got the standard cap for Planet Zoo. We have the beanie for Elite Dangerous. We've got some pin badges, Zoo and Elite Dangerous. We have a Corsair HS60 haptic
Now we have,
headset. We've got a HyperX keyboard. We've got a Planet Zoo vinyl, and we've got the wonderful Planet Zoo.
I was just chatting to Lady. She's also like,
Stanley
Cup.
What did we just watch? What
what
was that? Everybody already forgot the management stuff. I know
So,
it's not that,
in order
but it
to
was
win
deep
this
dive.
wonderful bundle,
Yeah, but like Penguin
we
Boy,
need you to
everything we
type
already
in
knew. Like, okay,
exclamation
maybe the
mark
different
Plan
ingredients for
Code 2.
different types
So
of
this is
allergies
for
is
Twitch
new,
only, unfortunately,
which
sorry, YouTube.
is good, you know.
So all you need to do is type in Plan Code 2 with an exclamation mark at the start. It's all lowercase as well. And if you want to learn
Okay.
about the T's and C's, then visit frontier.co.uk/legal.
Now, guys, before the zoo
with our
part,
lovely
come
giveaway
on, give us
starting,
a idea
we are
in the
going
chat.
to talk
What do we expect from
about
Zoo now?
Planet
Come on.
Zoo. So we've got Planet Zoo now, and
Type
then
it in.
we've got
Yeah.
lots to come for Elite as
Big
well.
show. Told you
Big,
it was a big show.
Big show. So, last month we talked about the pre-order bonus pack that was released for Planet Zoo console. So that was featuring our lovely Thompson's Gazelle, the Pygmy Hippo, and the Komodo Dragon. So that came out on the 5th of September.
Roni Boo, that doesn't work over here. You need to
Now.
do it on their stream. I'm just
We have
reacting. That's why my
also,
face is there.
launched
Wait.
the physical. Grab
Ta-da.
it from behind it. Ta-da!
They are clearly not just
Head
talking about
earlier.
all these things, are
This
they?
is the lovely physical edition that came out yesterday.
Like, if they just
for
talk
Planet
about
Console.
this.
So
And
we've
also,
got
did
it
you
here
know
is
that
for the
Planet
Xbox
Zoo
Series
animals
X,
are
and
in
then
Microsoft Flight Simulator
behind me over
2024?
here,
Did you know
on the
that?
shelf, we
It's
also
really
have
cool.
the PS5 one. So they are out now to buy in all good retailers. We've got them. Let me put that one here for you.
We want
and on
birds.
top of that, so we had the Arid and Tropical bundle for console, and that launched today.
Honestly, if that's
Today.
all,
So we have
I'm
a
like,
lovely little trailer
what
that
the
we
fuck?
want to show you for that.
no, come on. If I beg you, Frontier. I beg you, if that's all-
We're just going to... It's running now.
I mean, animals are always cute, aren't they? Look at my camel fellows. Hello. They didn't say only darkness with ray tracing, but it's like the biggest benefit of it. Global illumination is the thing. I do believe it will look not as great if you don't have a ray tracing capable device. But I don't know what to, like, how exactly that plays out. No idea if there's like better, because like the darkness is not because of ray tracing. It's just like
So
it looks
yeah,
better.
that was the Arid and Tropical bundle, and that is out now. So that came out today, and that features the 13 different animals. We also have 200 plus scenery pieces and 2 scenarios.
Okay, okay.
As well. I think we produce that in the
Normally the stream is just like 1.5 hours, right? So we still have.
Here we go.
That's a lot of stuff. That's a lot of
Lots
stuff.
of
So
stuff.
30 animals,
They
200
gotta have to fill
pieces,
in quite
and
some time now
New
if they only
scenarios
go
as well.
to.
And here are some nice little clips. So
I
this
don't-
is sun, sand, and stilettos.
Guys, I tell you, that's all.
that we have here.
They don't have news for us.
For our
It's
lovely
literally
Arid
just showing the console stuff.
I think we'll have a look at the next one. But I think it's good to show this actually because I think we've done it in the past. We haven't actually shown these in action, and you don't get to see like all the scenery pieces in action. This looks
Exactly.
fantastic.
I'm on the edge, guys. If that's all,
name
I'm
of
like,
this
what the heck did I do?
Unbelievable, as in Bali in Indonesia as well. So unbelievable, and this is the tropical pack.
Like,
So we have this here
then
too.
you at least hopefully had some entertainment by me being not
Scenarios. So, yeah,
entertained.
this
Does that
came
make
out
sense to you?
today.
I guess.
And we also have
More?
more news.
Okay,
More
okay,
news.
okay, okay. Now we're talking. Okay.
So the team are so excited to talk about this, and it is going to be a little glimpse of our African leopard. So this is going to complete the big 5 for our Planet Zoo PC players. Here we go. So
That's
yes,
a free update, right?
free update for all of our wonderful PC players.
That's a good one.
So yeah, the African leopard is here. This is the free update. We also have some lovely animal hats that are going to be available from Hats Fantastic. So there's the snow leopard, we've got the moose, we've got the giraffe and the tree frog. And there is also a brand new enrichment item, which is a jelly cake.
That sounds delicious.
It does, like jelly and ice cream.
I think so. I want it. I don't care what it is. I do want it.
Nice little jelly cake. So this is only coming to PC currently. However, it will be coming to console a little bit later down the line.
Yep. So console players will get this just later on.
And this is coming with its own anniversary challenge. So just a heads up, the content will be releasing slightly earlier than the anniversary date.
And why is that?
Because there is something that we want to show you. Something small.
One more thing.
Just a tiny little thing here. So I want everyone to keep your eyes peeled. Look out on the socials. because there is something coming in the next couple of weeks, and it's super duper exciting. We've got just a little teaser for you of something that's coming up soon. Absolutely adorable.
Yeah.
And this will be coming out alongside the free anniversary update. So
What? Yeah.
Another animal pack will be coming along, right?
yes, yeah. So lots and lots to look forward to for PC and for console.
Yeah.
We've got everything happening.
Yeah, we've got a free update. We've got a new animal pack coming along. More details we'll be sharing that later on down the line. Keep your eyes on the socials. But yes, we told you all the Planet family are going to be eating well today.
Yes.
So
Lots.
there you go. There is stuff there for Planet Coaster, Planet Zoo console, Planet Zoo PC.
Yeah.
There we go. It's exhausting. There's a lot
Everyone.
of stuff. Now, before we move on, I'm going to check with producer Adam to see if he's shaking his head. I think there may have been a slight issue with the competition. So, do you want me to rerun it, Adam? Would that make it easier? No, he's shaking his head. No, you just got to run. Just leave it running. We're just going to leave it running. Okay, cool. We're going to leave the competition running. We're going to close it off, but we're going to leave it running for the next section. But whilst we get ready for the next section, I think we're going to swap you out for the
We
wonderful
are.
Zach, and to do that, to give us some time. We're going to run that trailer one more time once we get Zach on. So enjoy.
Bro. Right. I gotta contain myself here a little. Let's actually go back a little. Where's that screen? Like, there's a screen. Okay, that's the literally the only teeny tiny little thing that we can talk about. Maybe, like, really? Okay, so what do we see? We see that, like, what's that cat? A Phallus cat? You say someone? No, that is a cat. Okay, come on, do it together. This is the baboon. All right, is that just the baboon? I think it is. Then that is kind of an antelope over here. That looks like a goat. What is that in the background there? And this is a cat. Is it? What is that cat? But is that a Highlands pack? Is that I thought, we were talking about maybe like a zookeeper pack or something, but this is like definitely Highlands. Okay, but let's get the animals together. I'm not good at these shapes, but you guys are. A kudu antelope, yeah, that could be. And then this is a, what is that cat? A Markor? Palaskatze, okay. What's that, a Phallus cat? Okay, well, that is a Pallas cat, okay. Is it great though? Is there anything special about the Pallas cat? Honestly, the Markor goats, yeah, that's right. But the Pallas cat, is that just like is that a bigger cat, like a sand cat and big for the Highlands? I have no idea how big that is. Wait, Pallas cat. Let's have a look. Ooh, that's the most grumpy of all cats. Kane is right, but okay, so very popular zoo animal. Okay, I've never seen it in a zoo though, but okay, fine. I take that. It's just very fluffy cat. Okay, maybe a bit bigger. I don't know. Reskin, small cat. There's this gazelle. That's the. What's that in the? Is that the same animal than that one in the front? Obviously, there's nothing sitting in the trees. I assume it's 8 animals again. So we already have the confirmation of a baboon, which is honestly, this is a good addition. I think we did need a lot more primates, so that is good. We've got on 2 the cat, 3 the whatever antelope that is, the kudu, that's the goat, and then like 1, 2, 3, 4 maybe Canadian lynx. I don't know. Is that the same in the back or whatever? Somewhat endangered, and another leopard. Yeah, I mean, I like the African leopard. I've built a couple of the habitats already with the mod, because that's like, come on, like, really, it is the most obvious simple mod in the world. So, it's really the easiest mod in the world. I don't mind it. It's cool to have it for free. You don't get me wrong. And also, I do gotta say that if they come with a new animation and give all the cats this kind of nice chill pose, it's okay. But I have a hard time being excited. I have a very hard time being excited, you guys. Like, you know how I judge the packs usually? I usually do judge the packs by their versatility of what the future holds up. And I'm honestly, I do appreciate that they still do packs because we're 5 years into the game's existence, so that is fine. But if they continue on that level of packs, and I do agree with you, Mike SNL, that may actually not even be the big one. So if they go on this kind of reskin route, you could bring out easily 2 of those packs per year. That is easily doable. So, you know, I really do hope that the baboon comes with a lot of cool brachiation. Okay, so that's something that would be nice to get a bit more brachiation variation in it. Brachiation variation, that's kind of, try to say that 10 times. I don't. But then, like, and I'm just saying that, like, I do say it the way it is. I couldn't care less about all these antelopes and goats and stuff. I know that people like them. I know that people are excited. Also, let me just put up the music again. It's so quiet. It makes me even more depressed and disappointed. So Hamadras baboons won't brachiate. Why do they not brachiate? Oh, so they bring in a primate. See, that's even more easy. They're ground dwelling. Cool. Yeah, finally an animal that does the right thing, because remember koalas and all the other stuff, which is also ground dwelling according to Planet Zoo. So, do they actually climb? I guess not. Yeah, pastel spell. I want to I want to say something else, but I agree. I don't know. It could also be a last pack. Like it's clear that not there is so much effort that went into it anymore, and you could easily say that all these animals potentially have been looked into for other packs in the past. So again, don't get me wrong, it is nice to have a pack, and I don't want to complain too much because it is nice to have a pack 5 years in. I do want to repeat that. But I personally at least hope for like again, if you guys say, I do believe so, that they are not like climbing or anything, we have a lot of like habitat animals again. So what about at least semi-aquatic? We know we don't get aquatic animals, but what about semi-aquatic animal? Can we see, like, is a walrus an option for a Highlands pack? I think is it? Walrus is not it's not Highlands, is it? Is it? And I don't know which. It's like, at least give me like a semi-aquatic and maybe an exhibit animal then again, like a walkthrough exhibit. But I don't even see the potential for it. Okay, let's just kind of do a little bit of brainstorming. If there was going to be one walkthrough exhibit animal, which one would that be for a Highlands pack? I think that could be something like Tibetan pack. How to pronounce that? Tibetan pack? I don't know. Tibetan. Fallaska is the only thing I'm even slightly interested in, but it's not enough. Like, congratulations, you've received 1,000 messages in this stream today. Woo! Quaddy? But what would the quaddy be? Like, would the quaddy be? I don't know. Walruses are at sea level. Yeah, exactly. This is why I'm like, okay, if it's not going to be like a Highland pack, like a cold pack, I don't know. Lorikeet, yeah, that could be. Tibetan, okay. Sea turtle, maybe kind of falcon bird. Yeah, but that would be too small, would it? Just Florian, if you don't like my accent, you don't need to watch, I guess. I repeated that for a million times. When I started doing YouTube, there was literally no community in Germany, and you can ask Goro. He's actually in the stream. He knows exactly from the beginning, like the early days of Planet Coaster, there was literally no German community whatsoever. And I started my channel in English, and why the hell would I switch to German? I would betray over 80% of my followers, which makes no sense at all. And trust me if I tell you, I've enough mutual friends who are originally, like, they do have English as their mother tongue, and they confirmed that my English is fully okay, so I don't mind these comments anymore, but I just want to answer them because it's freaking tiring. Well, that's that. Anyways, Highland doesn't need to be alpine animals. It's so confusing though. Can we just not call it anything else? I would feel so betrayed. Yeah, Omi, you just gotta learning German then. So walk through aviary exhibit. But on the other hand, Florian, I'm planning something to announce soon, but it's weird. Shoki, it is the way it is. It is the way it is. Germans, if there's anything we are world champions at still, there's not much left, but if there's anything we are still world champions at, it's complaining. Like, there's no other country in the world who is so good at complaining like we are. Anyways, it's just 3 animals. No, it's actually 4 on that image. I'm pretty sure it is, but that doesn't mean we have like only 4. I guess it's 8 again. German Tandachis, you know. Chameleons, but are they like Andean condor? Actually, I would love that too, but there is literally no bird that is this big, and so we need a walkthrough exhibit that is like a full park, I guess. And we are good at getting upset. We are born upset. We are born upset, okay? So it's gonna be Highlands. It is. You've clearly never met us Irish. Well, I think in a challenge we've good chances. French are great at complaining too, trust me. I know, but they're just like, they do it on a more polite level. Germany known for complaining? Well, people upset that non-native English speakers have accents need to remember that only speak English. Like, that's not a flex, bro. What the force of the image? Yeah, I don't know. Like, we talked about the Fallas cat and the baboon is kind of clear. Yeah, Kane, we're ending the stream. I'm just rambling. I don't know. Okay. I won't do a particular video on it unless I get more material to show you. If there are screenshots and so on, I will potentially cover them. But I'll end the stream over here, guys. There's really not that much. And for all of you who have sit through this with me, thank you so much. You made it a better stream. And Frontier, if you're watching, and I'm sure you are, I know you are, next time, please, either do it quicker or just give us that tiny bite, okay? Give us the chocolate, the treat. Okay, it's almost Halloween. Give us the treats, okay? You now gave us the trick. It's time for the treat now. Okay, see you guys soon. Have a wonderful evening. Do something great now. And, well, not that much hype though, but, well, next time there's more hype. Thanks so much. Have a good one and bye. Bye. Where's the camera? Whatever.